Let's get it, let's get it, let's go. So The View Sunny Hostin accuses Morning Joe host of kissing the ring. And I quote, after Trump meeting, America needs a free press that is willing to speak truth to power right now more than ever, said Hostin. I am not going to yai. Y'all know that's my favorite term. I'm not going to yai. I just cannot stand when people feel as if just because you aren't willing to speak with someone across the aisle or reach your arm across the aisle, I don't think you should hold that expectation with everybody else. It takes a level of maturity to fully understand and comprehend a difference of opinion. Before we dive in deeper, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. We could do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Amen. Amen. So we're going to go ahead and dive deep into this. We're going to watch the clip it, and then we're going to go ahead and read into it. Then I'm going to tell you how I feel, because I'm not going to lie. I need to stop saying I'm not going to lie. Okay, if I can go the rest of the video without saying I'm not gonna lie, y'all better subscribe. As I stated before, I have not been watching The View. I just think it's so divisive, and I just feel like I lose brain cells, mainly because it's so like, it's not even like a conversation anymore. It's just like, it's just too much. It's too much, and it's mentally overwhelming. So I have not been watching The View. I haven't watched The View in a minute, but I do see clips all the time. And this is one of the clips that showed up and popped up. So we're going to go ahead and watch.
Look, the bottom line is that America needs a free press that is willing to speak truth to power right now, more than ever. And I think that we have to be very clear-eyed when we think about the president-elect and cover the president-elect. And I don't think you need to sit down for 90 minutes at Mar-a-Lago and kiss his ring to be able to speak truth and to be able to cover a story. So maybe they're not journalists in the true sense. Maybe they're saying that they're opinion journalists. But we have to remember that Trump is the guy who ushered in the era of fake news. He is the guy who ushered in alternative facts. He is the guy who attacked 3 black female journalists. He's the guy that revoked Jim Acosta's press credentials for asking him a question. And so I think that this president-elect, I hate to say it, would like nothing more than to have only Fox News cover him, would like nothing more than a state-sponsored media. And I don't think he can be trusted in the way that other presidents can be trusted. This is an aberration.
But the reality is he doesn't just have Fox News. He didn't do a lot.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so The View co-host Sunny Hostin has criticized MSNBC's Morning Joe anchor Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski for visiting President-elect Donald Trump, saying, I don't think you need to sit down for 30 or 90 minutes at Mar-a-Lago and kiss his ring to be able to speak truth. Scarborough and Brzezinski had been highly critical of Trump leading up to the election, but the pair recently revealed they met with the president-elect on Friday for the first time in 7 years to restart communication. Speaking on The View on Monday, November 18th, Hostin said, Look, the bottom line is that America needs a free press that is willing to speak truth to power right now more than ever. I don't think we have to be very clear-eyed when we think about the president-elect and cover the president-elect. And I don't think you need to sit down for 90 minutes at Mar-a-Lago and kiss his ring to be able to speak truth and be able to cover a story. So maybe they're not journalists in the true sense. Maybe they're saying that they're opinion journalists. But we have to remember that Trump is the guy who ushered in the era of fake news. Goes on to say he's the guy who ushered in alternative facts. He's the guy who attacked 3 black female journalists. He's a guy that revoked Jim Acosta's press credentials for asking him a question. So I think that this president-elect, I hate to say it, would like nothing more than to have only Fox News cover him, would like nothing more than a state-sponsored media, and I don't think he can be trusted in the way that other presidents can be trusted. This is an aberration. By contrast, Hostin's co-hosts Sarah Haynes and Alyssa Griffin both praised Morning Joe for their attempts to reopen a line of communication with Trump. Anna Navarro, meanwhile, backed Hostin and said, I will never sit down with him, and I don't think I'm going to have to make that decision because I don't think I'm ever going to get invited. Anna Navarro, let's continue. The truth of the matter is we know around this table that it is hard to criticize and denounce the abuses of power of Donald Trump when he is president. We have been there before. It means threats. It means death threats. It means retribution against your family. It means crazy things showing up at your house. It means lawsuits. It means all sort of things. We've done it before and we have to do it again. We will do so again. I think there's a lot of people who probably are looking at Joe and Mika did, or looking what Joe and Mika did and find it opportunistic. There are people who change their stripes or maybe their spots depending on who's in power and what benefits them. Everyone has to live with their decision. Everyone has to look in the mirror. I'm good. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke. I disagree with Sunny. I understand her frustration. If you know the historical context with Sunny is very one way. Like, it's her way or the highway. She's very tunnel vision, or she can come off as tunnel vision. Let me not say that. She could come off as very tunnel vision. My thing is, and this is something that I continue to tell people all the time, whether you like him or you don't, this man is the president of the United States. He won. So you can either get with it or get left. You could try to milk what you can out of the next 4 years, or you can just sit back and cry yourself to sleep. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, whether you want to meet with him or not, he's still going to be the president. So you might as well try to get what you can out of the administration. Me personally, if the opportunity presented itself, I'm for sure going to meet with you. I don't care if you are Trump. I don't care if you are Harris. I don't care if I voted for you or not. If you're in a position to sit down and try and have the opportunity to sway any type or have any type of say in any type of legislation, or just to even plant seeds in these people's heads. These people are in power, for goodness sake. You're going to let your ego and your pride get in the way of that, or you're going to allow your personal hate towards him get in the way of that. I just think that has done so much harm within, let me speak specifically within the Black community, since I'm a Black woman. I just think that's done so much harm within so many communities, specifically even the Black community, just the inability to want to reach across the aisle. I understand what you're saying in regards to he's this, he's that, he's the third. That could be true. Two things can be true at once. He can be all those things, but he's also the president. He's also going to be sworn in January. So it's just like, milk what you can out of this legislation. Not even legislation. Milk what you can out of this administration, and don't feel guilty about it. Van Jones did it, even though Van Jones and Trump has their differences. Van Jones did it back in 2018 when it came to the incarceration bill. Like, he was like, hey, milk. Ice Cube tried to do the same thing with both administrations. He comes to the point where it's like, I don't like you, but I like what you can do for me, and I like what you can do for my community, my family, my state, and so forth. I don't think going in, Donald Trump is even trying to be BFFLs with Morning Joe and them, but it's like, why would you miss out on the opportunity? And I feel like sometimes Sunny, she speaks with her feelings, and whether it's intentional or not, it just doesn't help us in the long run. It generally does not help us in the long run. When you learn, something that I learned, just maturing, like emotionally maturing, because I used to be so driven by my feelings. I'm just like, yo, I don't even want to sit in the same room with this person. When you emotionally mature, you understand that you coexisting with people that you disagree with does not automatically make you them. It doesn't automatically make you co-signing with them. It's more so like you are trying to do what is best for your community, your people, your state, and this country. And I don't think that it's technically them like jumping ships. Even if it was just like this is America. If you want to do that, you can do that by your own will. I don't think it's them like kissing the ring and jumping ships. I just really think that the opportunity presented itself and they took it. Like, I think anybody in their right state of mind would take that. To sit down with the next president of the United States for an hour and a half, you're not going to take that despite who the president is? Stop. If you're not going to take that, then you should not be in the space of politics or policy, because you are missing out on an opportunity to plant seeds. Let me know in the comments down below, do you agree with Sunny and Anna, or do you agree with Sarah and Alyssa? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. I love y'all all. God bless y'all. This is Udarat, connecting people with policy. Toodles. Wait. Toodles.